नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते राधानाथ स्वामिनिति नामिनी। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिनी। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सकगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवम् साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजन सहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान् सकगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसूते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ईश्वर परमः कृष्ण सच्चिदानंद विग्रह अनादिरादिर गोविंद सर्व कारण कारणम। ओम तत्सत्। हरे कृष्ण। By the causeless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, we are nicely studying Bhagavad Gita, the purest and the topmost knowledge. Pavitram idam uttamam. So now we are successfully studying in the 11th chapter, Viswarupa. We just started understanding about Krishna's Viswarupa. Arjuna is now going to talk to Krishna actually. So it's actually Arjuna is now telling Krishna what he's seen in his Viswarupa. Krishna told Arjuna, you see whatever you wish to see. Yachanyadu drashtum ichchasi. So whatever you wish to see, whatever you want to see, you see in my body. Mama dehe gudakesh. In my body. So that's what Krishna said. Our body is made up of matter. And Krishna's Viswarupa, this entire universe itself is Krishna's Viswarupa, Krishna's, that is unmanifested body. Murti, Avyakta Murti. So that way, everything is in Krishna's control, under Krishna's control. So in this material world, this Maya, Durga, Maya is working under Krishna's control only. That means under Krishna's will. Whatever Krishna wants, Maya immediately executes. Chayeva yasya. Chayeva yasya means as the shadow of Krishna here in this material. So, she is actually, when Krishna is actually telling in Bhagavad Gita that I am the creator and annihilator, Srishti, Sthiti, everything. Aham Krishnasya Jagattaka Prabhavaka Pralayas Tata. But Lord Brahma is glorifying Krishna in Brahma Samhita that Srishti, Sthiti, Pralaya Sadhana Sakti Rekha Chayeva Yasya Bhuvanani Bibhatti Durga. Whereas Durga is doing all these things in this material world as the shadow of Krishna. So, everything is working under Krishna's control only. That's what we need to. if we surrender unto Krishna, who is Maheshwar, Sarvaloka Maheshwar. That's what we need. Krishna himself says. Krishna himself says is the Sarvaloka Maheshwar. So just if we understand that, that's it. If we understand that Krishna is the Sarvaloka Maheshwara, then everything is fine. That's what we need to understand. So, Krishna is the enjoyer of all yajnas. So, that's what we need to know. We need to just understand that Krishna is the enjoyer of all sacrifices. And Sugridam Sarva Bhutan. So, Krishna is the well-wisher of all living entities. Bhoktaram Yajna Tapasa Sarvaloka Maheshwaram Suhridam Sarva Bhutanam Nyatva. If we just understand that Bhoktaram Yajna Tapasa, that I am the enjoyer, Bhokta of all the sacrifices and austerities and everything. Bhoktaram Yajna Tapasa Sarvaloka Maheshwaram. So I am the supreme controller of all the worlds. Bhoktaram Yajna Tapasa Sarvaloka Maheshwaram Sugridam Sarva Bhutanam. I am the well-wisher of all living entities. Sugridam Sarva Bhutanam Nyatva Mam Shantim Richas. That's what Nyatva. If anyone just understands that I am all these things, Nyatva Mam Shantim Richas. So they will attain supreme peace of mind. That's what Krishna says. So that means we study this Bhagavad Gita. If we follow Krishna's instructions given in this Bhagavad Gita, so that means we will understand that Krishna is everything. That's what we are going to understand. From Bhagavad Gita only we will understand that Krishna is the supreme controller, is the Sarvaloka Maheshwar. From Bhagavad Gita only we are going to understand Krishna is the enjoyer of all the sacrifices and austerities. And from Bhagavad Gita only we are understanding that Krishna is the well-wisher of all living entities. So just if we know that Nyatva Mam Shantim Richati, then we will achieve peace of mind. Ahamgi sarva yajnanam bhokta cha prabhureva cha itima nabhijanati tatvenas chavanti te. What if anyone who doesn't understand this, anyone who don't understand this, anyone who understands this, anyone who understands that Krishna is the supreme enjoyer, Krishna is the supreme controller, Krishna is the supreme well-wisher of all living entities, then he is freed from all miseries and he is going to attain everlasting peace. But anyone who doesn't understand that Ahamgi sarva yajnanam bhokta cha prabhureva cha, I am the enjoyer and the master of all yajnas, all the sacrifices. If anyone who they don't understand, so that means that is they will fall down. Chavanti the. That's what Krishna says. Itimam na bijanati. Anyone who doesn't know this, anyone who doesn't understand it, that is the problem. So the problem for us in this material world is not knowing, not having the knowledge of this Bhagavad Gita, not understanding that Krishna is the supreme enjoyer. That's what we need to know. Nobody is teaching. In general, in this material world, everyone is after material things. This whole world is going after material sense objects. That's what everyone is going after. When we are going after material sense objects, then how are we going to know that Krishna is the supreme enjoyer? Bhoga Aishwarya Prasaktanam Taya Apagrita Chetasam Vyavasayatmika Buddhir Samadhav Na Vidyade. So, if anyone is attached to Bhoga and Aishwarya Prasaktanam Taya Apagrita Chetasam. So, and whose consciousness, whose thoughts are carried away by such attachments, Taya Apagrita Chetasam, for them, Vyavasayatmika Buddhir Samadhav Na Vidyade, they won't get the resolute intelligence, the determination, that Vyavasayatmika Buddhi na vidyate. That's the problem. The problem is we are going after material sense objects. If we simply surrender unto Krishna, if we simply understand that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, then there is no problem for us at all. So that's what we are supposed to do. We have to simply surrender unto Krishna with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. That's why we are gaining this Bhagavad Gita. We are understanding this knowledge. We are understanding everything about Krishna. So that way, the more we know about Krishna, the more we get closer to Krishna, the more knowledge we get about Krishna, then we are completely getting ourselves attached to Krishna, knowing very well that Krishna is everything. Without Krishna, there is nothing. That's what we need to do. Krishna is the source of everything. Aham sarvasya prabhavo mattaga sarvam pravartate. I am the source of everything. Everything emanates from me. So our goal is to go to Goloka. That's it. To understand this Bhagavad Gita and do everything as an offering unto Krishna and give up all attachments in this material world, that's going to happen automatically when we develop attachment on Krishna. That's it. With the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, when we develop full attachment on Krishna, we are going to automatically give up all attachments to this material world, material sense object. We have to prepare for that in our life. We have to prepare to go to Goloka. That's what is very important. If you are not prepared, then how can we go to Goloka? If we're going to some place here in this material world, we need to prepare, right? So we have to prepare, and for example, if you're flying or going by a train or something like that, we need to prepare. When we need to pack, we need to go, and at the right time, when we need to board, then only we can go. So like that, here, if we have to go to Goloka, we need to prepare for that. So what is the preparation for that? It's exactly the opposite of how we prepare in this material world when we are traveling to some place. It's also, we have discussed many times in the past, I have mentioned. What is the preparation? How can we prepare to go to Goloka? Leave everything. That is the preparation. We should not, here when we want to travel, we have to take everything what we need, all those things. Here the preparation is that leave everything. Leave all the attachments. That's what we need to prepare. So if you prepare means we have to just forget about everything in this material world. Only remember Krishna and do everything only for Krishna and understand that Krishna is everything. So that's why Krishna is saying that asanga sastrena dridena chitva. We need to cut with very strong weapon, that is dridena chitva. So we need to cut very strongly with the weapon of detachment. So that's why when we get this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, when we are attached only to Krishna, so then we will be able to prepare to go to Goloka. If we have a lot of attachments in this material world, then we cannot go to Goloka. We will come back. Those attachments are the force which is pulling us back to this material world. Like when we are launching a rocket. So this also, this explanation, analogy I have given many times. So when a rocket, when we are launching a rocket, so basically it has to get out of the gravitational force from the earth. So that means it has to go with certain velocity, more than that. There is the escape velocity to get out. So like that, if we need to go to Goloka, here, this force which is pulling us back to this material world is our attachments to the material sense objects, our attachments to our everyone, to our relatives, to our friends, siblings, children, our parents, or anyone in this material world. All the sense objects and house and car and job and all kinds of attachments, they are all pulling us back to this material world again. We have to detach, then only we can go to Krishna, then only we will not come back again. So that means we will not have any bondage to this material world. So that means we need to achieve that status while living in this world itself. Because the soul is going to travel. So the soul is going to travel to go to Goloka. That means before we die, before we live, so there is prayana. There is the prayana, means the travel. Prayana kala. Prayana kala means the time of travel. So at the time of travel, so when the soul is ready to go, like when we are traveling somewhere in this material world, we are preparing, we are traveling, we are doing all those things, correct? So like that here, when the soul, the individual soul is ready to travel, prayana kala manasa achalena. Our mind should not be disturbed at all. That means our mind should not be attached to anything in this material world. Prayana kali manasa achalena bhaktya yukto yoga balena chaiva. So with bhaktya yukto yoga balena chaiva. So that's what is very important. So with the devotional service, so what we are going to gain, that yoga balam, so there is the strength. So that analogy, if rocket is going to propel itself, so then we have to that burn that fuel that gives that thrust. What is called? It's known as thrust. So that's what is called yoga balam. That yoga balam is the thrust. So yoga balena chaiva. So bhaktya yukto yoga balena chaiva. So we need to gain that momentum. We need to gain that thrust, that yoga balam, by ourselves engaging now itself all the time in Krishna's devotional service. That's what is very important. So we need to keep engaged in Krishna's devotional service all the time. That's what is known as bhaktya yukto yoga balena chaiva. Then we will be able to prepare ourselves. We will be able to bring the life here between two eyebrows. Bhruor madhye pranamavesya. So that's what pranamavesya. We should be able to bring our prana, our life here between the two eyebrows. So the soul is ready to depart from this place between the two eyebrows. So Bhruor madhye pranamavesya samyak satam param purusham paiti divyam. So at that point of time, we will be able to reach the supreme, it is the divine person, Purusham Upaiti Divyam. That's what we are supposed to do. We have to prepare for that. For that, what we need to do? Sparsan Kritva Bahirvahyam Chaksus Chaivanthare Bruve Pranapana Samau Kritva नासाभ्यन्तरचारिणौ यथेन्द्रिय मनोबुद्धि मुनिः मोक्षपरायण विगतेच्छा भयक्रोधो यस्सदा मुक्तयेव सगः. That is the status we need to gain. Spasan kritva bahirvahyam. So we should keep all our senses inside. We should not go outside. So it should not be thinking about anything in this material world. Our senses should be completely under our control. Sparsan kritva bahirvahyam chakshus chaivantare bruve. So that's what our chakshus chaivantare bruve. Our eyes should just only focused only between the eyebrows. So chakshus chaivantare bruve pranapanav samau kritva nasabhyantara charino. So then we have to keep our both prana and apana, both outgoing and both incoming and outgoing prana and apana. So we have to basically, there is we have to control them. That's what prana apana samau kritva nasabhyantara charino. So keeping because at the time of, that is what is mukta, when we are getting the liberation from this material world. So yathendriya mano buddhir munihi moksha parayanagam. So indriya, mana, buddhi, everything. So the senses, indriya, mana, mind and buddhi, intelligence, yathendriya, everything is controlled. That's what yatha. Yathendriya mano buddhir muni moksha parayanaga. So the muni, the sage, so moksha, to attain liberation. So moksha parayana vigatecha bayakrodo. So being freed from baya and krodha, that is fear and anger. Yes, sada muktaye vasaga. So that is the way he will be able to get liberation from this material world and go to Goloka. That's what we are supposed to prepare. That's what is very important for us. So, by Krishna's causeless mercy, Krishna is giving us this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. So, we will be definitely able to go to Goloka, no doubt about it. So, now we are in the 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. We are understanding about, by Krishna's mercy, Krishna's universal form, Vishwarupa. So, what we studied in this sloka number 14, Sanjaya is actually still saying, Sanjaya, last sloka here, Sanjaya is saying that, Tataga Savishmaya Vishwo Krishtaro Madananjayaga Pranamya Shirasa Devam Kritanjali Rabashata Tataka Savismaya Vishto Krishtaroma Dhananjay. So, Vismaya Vishto, overwhelmed with wonder. So, that's what Vismaya Vishto, his hair standing on end. Dhananjaya, at that point of time, when he saw Krishna's universal form, he was struck with wonder and his hairs were standing on end and he immediately bowed down. He was just worshipping Krishna, bowing down his head. So, Pranamya Sirasa Devam, he was offering obeisances. So, with folded hands, Kritanjali, and then he began to speak. Abhasatam. So, he began to speak. So, what he began to speak, that's what in the next sloka we started yesterday. So, then bewildered and astonished, his hair standing on end, Arjuna bowed his head to offer obeisances and with folded hands began to pray to the Supreme Lord. So in this sloka number 15, now Arjuna started talking already. So Arjuna uvacha pasyami devam sthava deva dege sarvam sthatha bhuta vishesha sankan brahmanami sam kamalasanastam Rishimscha sarvan uragamscha divyan. Arjuna said, Tava deva dege, in your divine body, Tava deva dege. So, I see, Pasyami, I see, Sarvam Stata, I see, first of all devas, devams, Pasyami devams, I see all demigods. And Sarvam Sata Bhuta Vishesha Shangan, I see all the living entities, they're all assembled in special form. So that's what Sarvam Sata Bhuta Vishesha Shangan, Brahmanamisham Kamalasanastam. I see Lord Brahma sitting on the lotus flower, Brahmanam Kamalasanastam, and also I see Isha, there is Krishna, there is Shiva, Lord Shiva, so Isha. I'm seeing Brahmanam Isham Kamalasanastam Rishimsa Sarvan. I see all kinds of rishis, all rishis, Uragamsa Divyan, and also the divine serpents. So that's what I see. That's what Arjuna is telling. Arjuna said, my dear Lord Krishna, I see assembled in your body all the demigods and various other living entities. I see Brahma sitting on the lotus flower, as well as Lord Shiva and all the sages and divine serpents. Then what else Arjuna is going to see in Krishna's universal form? In the next sloka, what we are studying in this sloka number 16. Aneka bahu daravaktra netram pashyami tvam sarvato nantarupam Nantam Namadyam Napunastavadim Pashyami Vishveshvara Vishvarupa Aneka Bahudara Vaktranet. Aneka means many, many. That's what Aneka. Bahu, arms, many arms. Udara. Udara is bellies. That's what Damodara. When Krishna was tied with the dama, with rope on his belly, under his belly, that's what is known as Damodara. So here, Aneka Bahudara Vaktra Netram, Vaktra mouths and Netram eyes. That's what Aneka Bahudara Vaktra Netram. So, Pashyamitvam Sarvathonanta Rupam. I'm seeing you, in your body, in your universal form. So, Sarvatho Ananta Rupam. Everywhere I see unlimited rupas, unlimited forms. That's what on all sides. Sarvatho on all sides, unlimited forms. And those forms, I don't see any end or middle or beginning. There is na antam, na madhyam, na adim. That's what na antam, na madhyam, na punastavadim pasyami Vishveshwara Viswarupa. O Viswarupa, O universal form, I see. O Vishveshwara, I see in your universal form. Pasyami, all these things. That's what Arjuna is saying. O Lord of the universe, O universal form, I see in your body many, many arms, bellies, mouths, and eyes expanded everywhere without limit. I see in you no end, no middle, and no beginning. That's what he is saying, Arjuna. So by Krishna's causeless mercy, we are in the 16th sloka, 11th chapter, 16th sloka. So now let us chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. We finished 11th chapter, 16th sloka. Let's focus our mind on the transcendental sound vibration. We'll chant 2 rounds, which will roughly take about 15 minutes. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swami Niti Namini. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namini. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, 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 Ram Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare, Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Ani Mataji.
Hare Krishna Guruji, please
Hare
accept
Krishna.
my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada on his disappearance day. I don't have any questions tonight, but thank you for another wonderful class. This chapter is amazing.
Yes.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. And it's really, really so wonderful to know about Krishna's universal form. Sheila Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Guruji, for the wonderful class. Today I'm joining after a long gap, Guruji.
Yes.
Last week on festivals, so I was all tied up. But I missed a lot, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji, once again. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna.
Very nice to see Krishna's Vishwarupa.
Yes, Mataji. We are very fortunate.
Guruji, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Satyendra Singh Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu. Vishnuvardhana Rao Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu, Vishnuvardhana Rao Prabhu. Jyoti Mataji, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Deepesh Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Thank you for the class today, Guruji.
Hare
I have
Krishna.
no questions.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Jyoti Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji. Thank you for the class.
Yes, Mataji. Krishna's mercy. Yeah, understand.
Today's class was very nice. Enjoyed it.
Yes.
Meaning was very nice. It was nice to know.
Yes, yes, Mataji. It's nice. Nice to know all about Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Govind Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Adar Dandavat Pranam Guruji.
Dhanavad pranam, sir.
Thank you for a wonderful class. Very nice to remind every time that Asangi Shastra Indraneen Chitva. We have to live in this material world without getting attached. So very nice, Guruji. Thank you very much, Guruji, for this class. No more questions. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Mahendra Shukla Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Mahendra Shukla Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dhanwad Pranam. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Hare.
Hare. Palniapam Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So now, last 2-3 days, we are hearing about Krishna's different forms. I think this is whatever we learned in chapter 10, that what are all his opulences.
Yes.
Most of the things are all, again, as universal form is coming, what I felt when you explained many things. In addition to that, Rupa, which is really giving all of us a terrible thinking, all that, so many type of Rupas. Otherwise, I think it is all other things are whatever explained by you in chapter 10 is the same. I think Krishna is what I felt. That is my feeling. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you.
Thank you Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Sumati Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji. Thank you very much for the class, Guruji. Nice analogy you used about the escape velocity and
Yes.
how we have to let go of all things when we travel
That is correct.
to Goloka. That's a very good analogy.
Yes.
And with regard to what Palniappan Prabhu said now about the Rupa of the Vishwarupa, so
Yeah,
that is it so that Krishna revealed his destroyer of things form, that is as time. He shows himself as time, which ultimately destroys everything.
Yes.
So is that the Rupa that he showed? Because he's also the creator, he's also the protector, and he's
Yeah.
the destroyer.
Yes.
So I was thinking maybe the Vishwarupa form, he shows himself as the in the destroyer form.
That is
I
correct.
mean,
When
that
the
was one thought
destroyer
which came to me.
Arjuna sees, he got very scared.
Yeah, but he did see all the planets and the different suns and moons, all the things also he has seen.
Yeah, everything is shown. But at the
Yeah,
end,
as an expanding form also he has seen. And at the same time, he has seen all these things being devoured like a black hole, things going into his
that is correct. Everything is
into
getting
his
destroyed.
mouth. Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah. Yes, Guruji. Very interesting class, Guruji. Thank you. Very important class also. The shloka which you told today was a very important shloka.
Yes.
Thank you, Guruji. Hare
Everything.
Krishna.
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Ram. Hare Krishna. Brinda Jayasingh Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji, for the class.
Yes.
Getting understanding more and more on a daily basis. Today is Prabhupada's disappearance day. I think we got that message.
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Guruji. So, thank you very much for all your efforts, Guruji. Thank you. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare
Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Lisa Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Guruji, we are able to relate more to the form of Krishna as we know him, which is more human-like form, no? And the universal form of Krishna with no beginning, middle, or end is what we are trying to understand through you in this chapter. So thank you so much, Guruji, for your effort. I hope we'll be able to understand both the forms, in fact, all the forms of Krishna as devotees. Thank you so much for your efforts, Guruji.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. Sunil Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण गुरुजी, दंडवत प्रणाम गुरुजी।
Dandavat pranam.
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।
Ram Ram.
दंडवत प्रणाम गुरुजी।
Dandavat. Mohanan Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Prabhu.
Pranam Guruji.
Pranam Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much for the class, Guruji. Very interesting class, Guruji. Daily basis we are learning new things. Really interesting. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you so much. Thank you for your effort, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Mani Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, today also the extension of Vishwarupa Darshana class, chapter 11. It in the nutshell, in the IAS exam or CA exam, there is a syllabus. You do all theory versus so many chapters are there. Ultimately, it come to a final chapter wherein which there will be a suggested question and answers. So the people who understand the suggested question and answers thoroughly, they will pass through the exam. Like that, this chapters 11 slokas is so powerful. It gives a complete picture of Bhagavad Gita and about Krishna, the description of Krishna. See, it is so unfortunate that there are so many Upanishads, everything was available 2000, 3000 years back. Everything scattered, we could not able to preserve, we could not able to, maintain in the purest form. But so thanks to Prabhupada, our great Guruji, who brought the entire Bhagavad Gita in a fullest form, in a true form. So we can get a different interpretation in a different form. People have interpreted as per their own wish and situation. But Prabhupada has maintained that it should come in a true form. So what we are getting, what you are preaching us through your lecture, it is in the purest form. There is no, duplicacy here. So we are indebted to get the purest form of Krishna and Bhagavad Gita. We are very much thankful, all devotees. So there is no Adi, na end. So that is the beautiful description of Krishna. There is no beginning, there is no end. Nobody can see the beginning, nobody can see the end. That is why our forefather, when we question in the childhood, he used to say, we should not see Nadi Mula and Rishi Mula. What is Nadi Mula means? Where the Nadi starts, where it is ending, nobody knows. Similarly, how the Rishi formed themselves, we don't know. So Rishi Mula and Nadi Mula, we should not question. So we have to stop there. Only thing is what we can enjoy and get that knowledge, wisdom to understand Bhagavad Gita. Through Bhagavad Gita, we should understand the Krishna. He is the ultimate. So the ultimate Sharanagati, we have to follow. So thank you very much. There are going forward, we are going to get more of analogy, as Sumati Mataji has told, more of description, more of analogy, more of science into it. It makes the people to think that whatever they are studying not ordinary thing. It is the greatest thing, greatest knowledge the man has to possess before his demise. So that is what we are doing, and we continue to do that. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram.
Ram Ram, Hare. Manoranjan Sagar Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji, very nice class, and really Prabhupada rendered a great service by providing all this that we have recovered. He has recovered everything, all the scriptures in a very beautiful form. We are getting this golden opportunity, Manipur was rightly mentioned. So really it is a golden opportunity because of your costless mercy, Guruji, Krishna's mercy, you are attending the class, and we should not miss a single moment. As much books published by ISKCON, you are a very great contribution to the society, to have a better society, that you are rendering best services, extend your all endeavors, put all your labors for us to transform into right being. Really, we won't go astray because of this class. In the morning class, the whole day will be only Krishna, and injecting in our mind this Krishna consciousness. We are fortunate because we cannot do wrong things. Really, we are very lucky, Guruji. So yeah, I am very feeling sorry because I could not. You are from student career. You are guided with the proper knowledge, the adequate knowledge. Whatever knowledge, whatever you study, without Gita, life will be meaningless. From class 1 to all classes, all colleges, schools, should be when it will be prescribed, I am will be worried. Otherwise, they can do excel very well if they study, if they follow the Krishna's injunctions. So Krishna is very merciful, and Krishna himself suffered a lot, but we expect only good things, happiness. So it is a great example. He's a great example. Even Pandavas also underwent so many adversities, and we are nothing. One drop also you are not suffering. So still then you are mentally depressed. Oh, I am suffering, I am miserable state. So what Lord Krishna himself, everything, he was born in a prison and suffered throughout life. Still then, he should learn. He should welcome the tragedy, the problems, everything. We are worried when you have facing some problem. So because of this Gita Jnana, everything is there. How to handle these situations. So this is a way of life. This is not religion. So we are fortunate, Guruji. Because of your mercy, you are giving daily how to follow the life in a decent manner to divine life. Thank you, Guruji. Pranam, Guruji. Satata naman, naman, naman.
Hare Krishna, let us listen to Srila Prabhupada's scripture.
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Correct.